Hello everybody, it's Ben with UpDoc, and I wanted to share with you 5 steps on how to deal with disillusionment. Disillusionment, disenfranchisement, feeling betrayed, maybe just abandoned by your profession. These are common feelings as healthcare providers. Regardless of how you came here, there are 5 specific steps you can take to finally get over this hump and make a change. Step number 1, accept the reality. It's difficult, but you have to accept the reality that you are now here. This is not what you signed up for. You have to accept it. And the sooner you accept it, the sooner you can take specific, precise, and strategic action on how to make it better. And this leads us to step number 2. Make, create, craft, and execute an exit strategy. Now, I don't necessarily mean exit as in quit your job today. What I mean is you need to make sure something changes. You need to exit this rut that you're in. Sometimes it's as simple as talking with your direct supervisor. Other times you have to find maybe different employment plans, but make sure you're respectful on how you transition. A positive that I've seen commonly occur is when you talk to your direct supervisor, they've suddenly been made aware of this. You've been experiencing this, but they thought everything was going well, and they will present to you some options for you to exit this current situation into something that may feel a little bit more equitable and representative of what you are putting into the system. Step number 3, kick some dust on your way out. And what I mean by on your way out is the same as what I said about the exit plan. It doesn't mean quit your job today. It means make it known why you are making this change for your immediate circumstance. This will probably ring a little true, maybe a little close to home for your direct supervisor, for your colleagues, and for other people in tandem watching your specific place of employment. But it's important for people to know this. It's important, and this is your opportunity to make it known, the reasons and the how. How did you come to this place that you now have to execute this exit plan? And for many, this will elucidate other solutions, both internal and external. And trust me when I say, from a large scope business strategy standpoint, this is better for everyone in the long run. Number 4, now that you have executed this exit strategy, this exit plan, you've made these changes, number 4 is super important, and it is find a constructive outlet. This constructive outlet doesn't have to have anything directly related to the whole disillusionment situation. In fact, I recommend that it doesn't. It is better for this to be a little bit more on general life than it does specifically your career path. Because it is your career path that is frustrating to your current situation. So find a constructive, positive outlet elsewhere in another direction, so that with this decompression, with this extra strategy being employed, you're able to use this kind of free time and space to pursue maybe some more worthwhile things. And finally, number 5, influence change. Just by the fact that you're implementing an exit strategy and kicking up some dust along that way, it's probably going to influence some change as it is, but it is up to you to influence change on a broader spectrum. That means sharing the situation with your colleagues, with your family, with your friends, with your future employer, and maybe consider putting it public on social media, on a YouTube channel, as a micro podcast, whatever the case might be. The larger issue of feeling disillusioned as a healthcare provider, as a clinician, is that this seeps through and is very likely affecting way more people than just you. It is affecting your patients, it is affecting your colleagues, who may or may not be providers, and if so, it's affecting their patients, and so on and so forth. Usually, if there's one, there is many. And it's not this thing to be quelled. No, it is something to be exposed, to be elucidated, to be enlightened, and to make positive changes for. There's so much research on this when it comes to organizational behavior, corporate culture change, and talent acquisition and retention within human resource literature. And the bottom line is, if you want positive change coming from a place of disillusionment, you have to accept it and start taking steps. If you're an employer worried that this is happening, the best thing you can do is openly and transparently, vulnerably ask your people, ask your team, how are we actually doing? And allow them to propose to you solutions. Thanks for watching. I'm Ben Fung with UpDoc Media, and I will see you next time.